Okay, I'm just going to talk briefly about the transistor and what that does on your circuit board. You can see the transistor marked T1 on your board. It's this sort of semicircular looking object. It's black in colour. It's got 3 legs. Now, 3 legs are labelled. The one that's closest to the positive side of the circuit, which is this one, that's called the collector. The one that's closest to the negative side, we can see that following that up, that's called the emitter, and the one in the middle is called the base. Now the base here is connected to R1, which is your 10R, and that goes down to, I think that's pin 7, which is G0, which is also the status pin, but it's G0, it's the off-board component output. So it allows us to connect things to the board, like LEDs or like buzzers or like relays, and we can operate those as off-board components. So how does it work? Well, when this pin goes high, the energy goes through the resistor and base goes high. When it gets more than 0.5 volts, the transistor starts to turn on. When it gets to 1.5 volts, the transistor is fully turned on. So what does that mean for the transistor? Well, the transistor has an energy source here, of course, from the high, and it's got a route down to the low. But the base controls whether that energy source is able to flow across the transistor or not. And so as you put more energy on it, up to 1.5 volts, more energy is allowed to flow across it. And therefore, if you have a buzzer, it will have greater volume, or if you had an LED, it will start to illuminate brighter. What else do we have? We can have a quick look at the circuit wizard. Okay, we've got a program here that when you hold the push note button down, the first program starts, which is the first LED to come on. If you keep it held down, the second LED, G2 comes on. But if you hold it down for 3 seconds, you've got G0. G0, the output for G0 is also the off-board component output. So we can just have a quick look at that over here. And this is our board with a buzzer attached to the output section. Let's just have a look at that. Can you see that? Not very well. So these two, just about see it. In between these 2 pads at the top, you have, I'll just take those off there. That's your output pads. Just put them back on again. Great. And this is the power lead, of course. I'm going to keep it down, let it flash 3 times. And then it doesn't power. Why doesn't it power? Well, it's not coming on because it's shorting at the moment. Can you see? Those 2 crocodile clips are touching. So hopefully, when we do it again, flash 3 times. There we are. It stays on for a second. So that's how you use an off-board component with your transistor.